Well, welcome to my channel. It's Thursday, November 4, 2021. It's cold today, so I'm wearing my leather jacket because, yeah, I got the feeling that it was going to be cold. I mean, it's cold, there's frost in the... Frost was covering my car. Interesting day, November today. Today I have to go and help a friend. Like, there's been a few things. So yesterday I was supposed to go to wrestling practice. I decided to not go. I got out of work and I was feeling tired and I needed sleep. I was like, I've been having a little bit of insomnia lately, and it sucks having insomnia. It's screwed the sleep schedule, my sleep. So, oh, there's a little dog in there. And so yeah, I was feeling tired after I got out of work, so I had to skip wrestling training last night. So I came back home and cooked dinner and went to bed relatively early than I usually go. I usually go around 11 or so. Yesterday I went to bed relatively earlier than that, and I think I slept for about 9 hours, and I was able to sleep, no insomnia episode, which was nice. And today I was just like, I feel like I want to stay sleeping more, you know, but I ended up waking up because I need to go to work. I need the money, capitalism there. So at the same time this morning I woke up and I was like, okay, so how can I make a difference? You know, how my job makes a difference. So yeah, I get it that it makes a difference because people are looking for things that they want, and I help them find the things that they want. But to me, that's not making a difference. In all honesty, to me, making a difference is something that have an impact of more value. Like, for example, I used to work at LensCrafter, and I felt like I was making a difference because I was really helping people with something that affects them. You know, not being able to see without the help of good made lenses and glasses it's important, you know. It's an issue, you know. You cannot drive, you cannot see things. So to me, that job at LensCrafter that I used to have a few years ago, where I was working as a technician making lenses for customers, that made me fulfill and made me feel that I was really making a difference, you know. Jobs as an engineer, you know, the reason I went to environmental engineering is because I care about the environment, because I feel like everybody should have access to a clean environment, you know. And I feel like manufacturing needs to exist, but also needs to be in a way that you produce something good for humanity, but also you protect the environment too, because the environment gives you the resources to make things. So that's my take on my motivation to pursue environmental engineering, and making sure that people have potable water to drink, you know, and that waste is disposed properly. To me, those are things that are important, and that was my knowledge. I could be contributing more and making a difference, not only in one person's life, but in multiple people's lives. And in my job, I don't get that. And my job is just a job. Even if I want to improve certain skills so that I could get a better job, I can't, because I have to be at work doing things for the purpose of the company, even if those things don't align with my specific values of which I could be doing. I have to be doing things for the company, you know. Just do things, do. There's no time to study or develop other things that might be of my own interest, so that I could get something different out. So that's a problem that I have, and I totally understand. It's a catch-22. So it's a question of like, do I want to work 40 hours or do I want to work less? But if I work less, then I don't have the income that I have right now, which will make it a little bit more difficult for me to pay my bills and my expenses, and it just creates chaos for me. And honestly, today I'm instead of looking forward to be at work, I'm more looking forward towards what I'm going to do afterwards, which is helping a friend of mine. She needs help to change her rotors and brake pads, and I have the tools. I have the tools that I purchased when I went to school for Hudson Valley for automotive management. I still have them, so I'm going to help her with that because I have the tools, and I know also how to do the job too. So I'm going to help her with that. So hopefully I can help her with that, and it will go smoothly, and I will be able to finish doing the job, and she will have no problem whatsoever. So I'm looking forward more to that than going to work today, and especially with the things that have been happening at work. Like it's sad, but like yesterday we had a lot of people working, and where I work we can use a lot of people. We have to end up doing other things because other areas in the store, they don't have enough people for those areas, and it makes you question the hiring practices and the discrepancy of like hiring for other positions versus the position that I'm in, which is the online grocery shopping, you know. In addition, with online grocery shopping, like we don't have enough equipment for everybody. So even if I arrive there's not going to be equipment for me to be able to do the job of going picking because there's not enough equipment. And that is something that bothers me about the job. It's making me feel like I arrived there and they put me to, I'm doing basically stuff that is like, that I get that it needs to be done, but at the same time it's like, this is just like, I wish I could be doing something different right now with my time, pretty much, you know. And so I'm not happy. And then yesterday, talking to one of my co-workers, I was talking about electricity and all that kind of stuff, and she felt interested in getting into going to school for becoming an electrician. And I was thinking about like, electricity sounds fun, and I think I will enjoy it. I don't know why I should go to school again for that, but I can't go to school again. It's a thing like I will sacrifice money, and school also costs money. So, but I wish I could have, I could be doing something different with my life instead of working at retail, instead of working where I work. I am dissatisfied with that part of my life, you know. Not with wrestling. Wrestling is a passion. I still love wrestling. I'm happy about wrestling. Like this past weekend was amazing. New Jersey was amazing. Fans enjoyed it. There were a bunch of fans that really enjoyed what I did in the ring. They were taking pictures. My gosh, it was amazing. It was an awesome experience. And but wrestling is different. That is something that I also enjoy doing, and it's a passion. Like I said, it's a passion. So it doesn't matter if I get paid a lot of money or if I get paid very little money, I will still do it. If somebody tells me, hey, come here and work a show, I'll pay you this, or I cover all your expenses for the trip, I will do it even if I get paid zero money. Because it's a passion, you know. Wrestling, I'm happy with wrestling. I'm totally happy with wrestling. So I just want to make that clear, because the one thing that is driving me down, it's not wrestling. It's my, and I get it, wrestling, there can be drama sometimes and all that kind of stuff, but like, to me, what is driving me down is my day job, my stupid day job, because I don't find fulfillment in what I do. I don't feel like I'm really making a difference in my job. That is the thing that is affecting me mentally, you know. And I don't know if it's because we have told people that go to college, like, hey, you have to make a difference and yada yada. That is the way to get respect and all that kind of stuff, instead of just doing a job for money. But at the same time, it's just, if life is only about doing a job for money, I fucking hate it. I don't want any more of this. I'm tired. I'm done. I'd rather walk out of it and stay at home than do something just because I need the money. And if life is about money only, which I don't think it is. I don't think life is about money. There's more to life than money. But somehow our society, we depend on money for so much, you know, that the chase for money, it's what it has become, you know. If I could do wrestling and not worry about having to and have all my other needs met, I will focus on doing that, going to a gym every day, you know, instead of having to go to my crappy job, or if I work writing for wrestling, you know, like I will focus on that more than having to go and be miserable in a job that I totally completely don't identify with, don't feel attached to it, don't feel a passion for it, don't feel any emotion other than I just need to do it because I need money. And it's making me sad to an extent to have to deal with that kind of thing happening in my life, you know. Like, oh, I have to go to work because I need money, you know. It's not making me happy. It's making me highly unhappy. And the more that I stay in this job, it's making me more miserable, and it's creating more depression in my life. And I'm finding it very difficult to stop that lately, because I don't want to stay there, and I don't want to be dealing with this feeling of depression. And I would prefer to be doing something different with my life. And I apologize, there's a motorcycle right passing through me, and they have it's a noisy motorcycle, but yeah, motorcycle in this weather, damn, yeah, it's too cold for me, so I can't imagine how much cold it has to be for them. But again, going back to how I'm feeling, it's like I'm not. I wish I could be doing a contribution or making a difference, doing something else that is not retail. I don't think retail is designed to make a difference in someone's life, you know, because I don't see it. I really don't see how working retail you are making a difference. I really don't. And if somebody sees that they're making a difference with retail, okay, good for you. I'm happy for you that you find that, but I don't see it. I'm not able to see it, you know. How is it that we're making a difference by forcing people to consume, you know? Like, I feel like that doesn't make a difference at all. That just creates like more problems, because then consume, you end up producing waste, people can produce waste, they always have to be disposed, we ended up affecting the environment. Our actions as humans affect the environment. Whether we can see it or not, the environment suffers because of our actions. You know, me driving this car, I'm giving my contribution to greenhouse gas emissions, greenhouse gases. And I get it, and I understand it. And it's sad because I'm only one person driving a car. If I were driving this car with more other people, it would be more efficient, and then maybe the things that would be going to the environment would be less, the emissions. But no, it's only me driving this car. Just because public transportation here is not as efficient as other places. Anyway, but yeah, that's the key for me today that has been bothering me. It's like, I'm not making a difference with my job. If I want to make a difference, how can I make a difference, you know? Maybe this video is making a difference more than my job, actually. Because maybe put into perspective how our system of capitalism is taking the lives of people, you know. Like for example, I had a coworker, she had a breakdown. She used to work for the state, and she decided to come to Walmart because it's a company that she loves, but like, she was crying, she had a breakdown. And I wondered, do I want to be eventually get to that point where I'm going to have a breakdown? Because the last time I had a breakdown, it was at the manufacturing job that I was doing. Schenectady, I got hired for production, and I enjoy doing the working in production. But then they decided to put me as a janitor, you know, just taking the garbage out and all that kind of stuff. I hated it. That's not why I took the job, you know. And I wanted to work in the production room, not throwing the garbage away of people doing production. And I found it so frustrating because I was seeing so I had a breakdown. And I ended up quitting that same day, that job, because I couldn't stand the job anymore. So I made the decision to quit. Later I ended up getting to LensCrafters and finding a job at Home Depot again as a cashier, which again, I didn't enjoy. Part of me enjoyed working at Home Depot, but part of me hated it. The payment was very little as a cashier. And on top of that, as a cashier, they wanted us to be pushing a credit card to every customer. And as somebody that has a lot of them, I felt very bad for even trying to push a credit card to somebody. Because I know that if you get into debt and you cannot pay it, you are going to suffer. And I just I will ask about the credit card, but I will try not to push it too much because I really didn't care. And I will have conversations where like, oh, you need to push a credit card more, you need to push a credit card more. I'm like, I do it, but I'm not going to be twisting people's arm to get them to sign for a credit card that they probably don't need, you know? So, again, this connection between values and the job. But LensCrafter really make me happy. I enjoy my job at LensCrafters. I really did. And I regretted the day that I ended up quitting for a job that wasn't even permanent. It was a temp agency, temp to hire. Why would I have? But they wanted me to quit the job because they wanted me to work overtime at the other company, and the job at LensCrafter was going to conflict with that. And they pretty much, well, we'll hire you if you quit your job at LensCrafter. And that was a bad decision. That was a bad decision. Like I said, if it's a temporary job, don't quit a job that you're permanent, that is direct hire for a temp job. And even right now, I'm careful when I apply online. You know, if it's a job with a temp agency, I don't want it. I don't want to work for a temp agency. I want a job that would be permanent. That I have more opportunities of working directly with the company, not for a temp agency that would try just to keep me temp. So yeah, that's the dichotomy that I find myself today. And I know people tell me, oh, suck it up and do it, you know, like my brain doesn't work that way. Telling people to suck it up and do it is just a way of like dismissing how they're feeling, their emotions, and that's not how you solve things in your life, you know. Like how you feel if you're feeling a particular way and somebody tells you suck it up and do it, you know. Like it doesn't work that way. It's not a good way of things. It's just show. And look, I'm not talking about being happy at a job, because if you're happy at the job that you have, or anybody's happy at the job that they have, that's a good thing, because then it doesn't feel like you're working. But to me, this is just work. I have to go to work. Not only that, I have to shut down my brain completely about the pandemic and the possibility of getting infected, to be able to go to work and survive. It's bad. Anyway, that's all I got for now. So getting close to work. So we'll see what happens. But I will keep searching for another job. I've been applying to jobs. Hopefully there might be something out there that will come back. But I'm just trying to think like what would be best for me. You know, I feel like I will need to talk to my supervisor and see if they can lower my hours to less than 40 hours, because I was working like 36, 34 hours, and all of a sudden had an increase in my hours to 40, and I feel like 40 hours is not for me, you know. As much as I need the money, 40 hours is not for me. I need less hours than 40. But because I'm full time, I have to keep a certain number of hours, but 40 hours is not for me. And that way I can use that time to do other things, develop other skills, and probably teach myself other things that I've been wanting to teach myself. There's a book about electronics that I purchased that I still haven't been able to read it because I've been too busy with work, and I get at home and it's like taking care of home, cooking, cleaning, taking care of me being a human pretty much, you know. And by the time I'm done doing those things, it's time for me to go to sleep. Which is why I'm kind of like wish that there was universal basic income, but that's a different topic of conversation. But I really wish there was universal basic income. Anyway, that's all I got. Peace out, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the next video vlog.